Postal Service retirees called annuitants and their family members started getting a letter via the U.S. Postal Service the beginning of March telling you that you need to sign up for Medicare Part B, and you got to start paying for it, and that you will have a 6-month enrollment window from April 1st to September 30th to get that done. And then starting January 1st of 2025, Medicare will be your primary insurance, and your new federal health benefits, which is going to be renamed PSHB, Postal Service Health Benefits, which they don't really have that worked out what that's going to look like yet, but they told us it's going to be similar to what you have been on with your federal employee health benefits, will be secondary to Medicare. Now, why is all this happening? You've heard probably rumblings about this because they passed this law 2 years ago in 2022 to save the post office. Because remember, the post office was insolvent and it was going to have to start not delivering the mail on certain days of the week to stay afloat. So in order to not do that, to continue service as is, they decided to make all of you sign up for Medicare Part B. What that will do to help shore up the Postal Service, it'll transfer $5.5 billion with a B dollars away from the budget of the Postal Service, the left hand, over to the right hand of the federal government, which is Medicare. So you're like, what? Medicare's already in trouble. That's in the news all the time, right? Medicare trust fund is running dry. Headlines are always screaming this. So why are we going to make it worse by taking $5 billion and transferring it over here? Well, because it shores up the Postal Service and it allows us to keep service for the whole country going. And a lot of retirees rely on the Postal Service to get their medications through the mail. I think I saw something in when they were trying to pass this law that they said that something like 80% of veterans get their prescriptions via mail order. So it was critical that we shored up the Postal Service. Now, Medicare, yeah, we got a problem with Medicare. That's a can that everybody is content to keep kicking down the road. Medicare's budget is about $920 billion this year. So adding another $5.5 billion is not really killing Medicare, okay? It's saving the Postal Service. It's not hurting Medicare. Now, you as a Postal Service retiree, I like to use that word. I know you guys use the word annuitant. Postal Service retiree and your family members, you're paying more out of pocket. But your unions did vote for this law. Okay? Everybody was in agreement that we had to do this. So yeah, you are going to be paying more. Medicare will be primary. Your new benefit, your Postal Service health benefit, will be secondary. Now, a lot of people are going to say, I don't really want this Postal Service health benefit, just like a lot of federal retirees don't go with their federal employee health benefit. They suspend it. They just put it on ice because they're like, I'm healthy. I don't use it. It's kind of expensive. It's good insurance, but it's kind of expensive. And again, I'm healthy. I don't use it. They suspend it. They go with Medicare, and then they pair that. They go to private Medicare Advantage. And if you're not familiar with private Medicare Advantage, the reason a lot of people go that route is because many plans have low to zero monthly premium. So for healthy people that aren't using it, instead of paying $200-300 a month, plus your Medicare Part B, again, almost another $200 a month, so for $500 a month, you could pay just for your Medicare Part B and $0 for your Medicare Advantage, or a low premium, maybe $10, $15, $25. And then Medicare Advantage often has extra benefits where it might give you money back for your rent or your utilities or towards your Medicare Part B or for food. So there's I think over 3,000 different Medicare Advantage plans in 2024. Those plans change every year. So I don't know what they will look like for 2025, but they will change. And where they're available also changes. So you don't even know what you will have available to you until October. So you have this window, April 1st through September 30th, to sign up to start January 1st. And I hope you don't know anybody that's just going to blow through it. They're just going to be like, I'm not going to do this. Because then eventually they're going to figure out, I should have done that. And then they'll have a late penalty. So right now, if you're over 65, you're 70, you're 75, you're 80, you've been a retiree all these years, you've never signed up for Medicare Part B at 65, which you could have. They're giving you this amnesty, the 6-month window, to sign up with no late penalty. If you don't do it and you want to do it later, that's when you're going to get the late penalty, and it's very steep. It's 10% per year for every year you were eligible that you didn't get it. Now, one thing I'm not sure of, two things, because like I said, we don't know what the new Postal Service health benefits are actually going to look like. But the other thing I'm not sure of is if they're going to continue to give you a rebate for Medicare Part B. When you're a federal employee, you can file to get reimbursed. Rebate's not the right word. Get reimbursed up to $800 a year to go towards your Medicare Part B when you have Medicare Part B. I'm assuming, which can be dangerous, that they will have the same program for the Postal Service health benefit plan that you can file to get reimbursed for your Part B. I might be wrong, but we'll put that out there. A lot of this stuff, like I said, is still developing. The letters went out beginning of March, and now you have to make your decision. And then AEP is the annual election period. You probably never worried about it before, right? But now it's a time, October 15th through December 7th, where if you do want to get a private Medicare Advantage plan, that's when you can do it. And then if down the road later you don't want it, you can always get rid of it during your Postal Service open season and go back to your Postal Service health benefits and Medicare alone only and just ditch your Medicare Advantage. So huge changes for Postal Service retirees and their family members, and look for that letter in your mailbox. If you like this video, you might really like this video. Check it out. And we'd appreciate if you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a great video. We put out one every week. Check in the description below this video for a link to our cheat sheet on Social Security and Medicare. And you can also give us a comment. If you have a specific question, always feel free to call us or email us at the Medicare Family.